Peace, family, and welcome to another edition of The Dark One, brought to you by Dark Team Unlimited. I'm your host, Brother Tank Lewis, coming to you on this Shabbat Eve. Peace to all my brothers and sisters that are scattered across this place we call Earth, and to the Gentile and your respective places. Peace also. I want to jump straight into this, man, because I don't have a whole lot of time today. I've been trying to make these posts in 20 minutes or less, and I've been accomplishing that. So let's jump straight into it. In Boston the other day, and this is becoming a movement now, they established a pride parade. But this parade was not a gay pride parade. Nevertheless, it was a straight pride parade. And peace to all those people in Boston that started that initiative. That's something that I also want to think of, and I have been thinking about that for years now, actually, since I've seen this gay agenda being pushed down our throats with TV shows, commercials, movies, music, etc. Well, this morning, your 80s, 90s heartthrob, Mr. Brad Pitt, came out with a statement and said, quote, that he did not want to be associated with the straight pride movement. Now, let me get something understood here. I don't hate gay people, okay? They use the word homophobic. To have a phobia is to fear something, like arachnophobia or the fear of spiders. I don't fear you, okay? I'm not scared of you. I just don't agree with your lifestyle. The lifestyle is not natural. It's not nature. Even though you're a homosexual, you came through the canal just like everybody else. If you're alive, you were born with straight love, straight sex, straight marriage, all that. Like, so let's stop perpetrating the bullshit like it's a phobia. I don't have a fear of these people. Nevertheless, this brother that all the women for the last 20, 30 years have called the world's good lookingest man, or whatever the hell his title is, and he's perpetrated that. He's been all up and down Hollywood, jumping up and down women, and on the contrary, he is not a straight male. None of these guys are straight male. I believe if you enter into that industry of any type, movies, actors, songwriters, artists of any type, there's a penalty that you're going to pay for that fame, and he's no exception. I mean, some of your greatest artists, your greatest movie stars, TV show hosts, game show hosts, all of them have been, shall I say, queer. And this is something that I want to look into more. And if anybody from Boston ever sees this, or anybody that has a like mind with me, to comment and let's put this back on the forefront, the way that it was meant to be. A man for a woman and a woman for a man, and not the opposite. And so I just want to touch on that right now. Straight pride. What do you think about it? Think about it. Think about this gay agenda that they're pushing on you, that they're feeding to your children through the cartoons. They just showed Arthur coming together with a man, or one of the characters on there, and it is disgraceful when we take what is meant for nature. Let's put God and Christianity and Islam and everything to the side. We're talking about nature here. You know what I'm saying? It's the procreation, it's the multiplication of the species to reproduce. You're not reproducing with two penises. You're just not, or two vaginas for that matter. So let's get this together. Straight pride. Is it something that we should look into? Is it something that we should consider? I believe so. I believe so. It's time to stand back up in these homes, and wives, cling on to your husband. Husbands, be good to your wife, or boyfriend, girlfriends, whatever the case may be. it needs to be back at the forefront, because this gay agenda is moving like a locomotive and is not slowing down. So I just want to touch on that right quick. Straight pride, straight pride. Is it something that we should be delving into, looking into, making this a part of the agenda, not the American agenda or the world agenda, but nature's agenda? Nature's agenda. We are all part of an animal species. You don't see two lions laying with each other. You see them roaming the jungle and impregnating and being fruitful and multiplying, and that's what we got to get back to. Straight pride. Power to all of the straight people. Let's give the straight people some propositions today on this Sabbath Eve. You are watching The Dark One. I am your host, Brother Tank, aka Tank Lewis. Look us up. The Dark Team Unlimited. Look us up. I want to give a special shout out to a few people that have made it possible for me to obtain some equipment that we'll be using coming up shortly. Microphones, a brand new camera. So stay tuned, man. People are feeling this. Like I said, we're not big, but we're out here. The guys are here. I want to jump down to something else right now about this abortion law that they're passing throughout this country. What's the meaning behind it? Abortions is one where someone makes a decision to expire their child, be it as Whoopi said, drinking tired, or beating yourself in the stomach, or going to Planned Parenthood. Nevertheless, abortion is real. But why are they coming out with this agenda, and why are they only doing it in the red states? Ohio, Iowa, Missouri, parts of Missouri, because they're not banning it in St. Louis, Alabama, Georgia. Why is this happening in those particular states? My theory, and doing my travels and doing some talking, I've come up with the thing that it's population control, not about the taking of life, but about the giving of life, and who's giving of the life. These white women, white girls, they have been aborting babies at alarming rates, and the white race have seen their numbers decline constantly. They are becoming the minority of not only this country, but the world. And so what they're doing is trying to slow that train down by introducing laws, overturning Roe versus Wade, overturning all these laws from a woman's right to choose and all that, which I agree. I mean, hey, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. You have to answer for that. Nevertheless, why are they in these red states turning these laws around? I believe that they're doing it to make their population stronger for that area, for that white race, for those race wars that they're going to be taking hold on in the coming years. This thing is real, people. Wake your ass up and look around. See what's going on. Question everything. Don't just take it for face value. Look deep into it. Why are they changing the abortion laws? Why haven't not hit the inner cities? Why is it only in poo butt fuck Alabama and all that? Why? Because they have been murdering their children for years and nobody said anything about it. It's only broadcasted when the sisters, who are the very few that actually abort their children, it's broadcasted with us. But why are they changing them laws? Look at that. They are losing out on the popularity, the popular. They are becoming, they're still the top one, but they are becoming the minority. Niggas are still having babies. I don't know how, when most of them are gay or locked up or dead or huddled up with a bunch of other ones with their pants hanging down. But they are still doing nature's business. They are reproducing, repopulating, This is the law of nature, the law of the Most High. Okay, don't get it twisted. Pay attention to these laws that they're coming up with. It's freaky, man, when you really sit down and consider it. Why are they overturning these laws that's been voted on 50, 60, 70 years ago? Think about it. Question everything. You are watching the Dark One. I'm on fire today. You watching the Dark One. Dark Team Unlimited. I'm your host, Brother Tank Lewis. We are here. Peace to everybody that's been watching, been contributing, family members, all that. I want to thank everybody for supporting. This information will get out to the right person. It's just a matter of time. It's not. I'm not rushing anything. I'm just taking my time, and we're letting the people know that we are here. You're watching the Dark One. Dark Team Unlimited. Peace to all my family that plays a support in this. My brothers, Brother Chris, Brother Newman, LA, all these cats, man, that give advice and give counsel, wise counsel. So thanks to everybody that tune in and that partakes in what we're dishing out. So last but not least, and I was going to kind of save this for a topic down the line, but something kind of startled me yesterday with Big Papa over there in Rome. Your father, the Holy See, not the Holy Seed, but the Holy See, the Pompey, your Pope. And I say your, if you, whether you're Catholic or not, if you are partaking in their rules and regulations, be it you're Baptist or whatever you are part of the papacy. Don't get it twisted. You are watching the Dark One. The gods are here. So, nevertheless, I saw yesterday where this guy over here in Rome, that the great whore, the Mother Church, he took it upon himself to do something that a pope hasn't done since probably Pope Gregory with the Council of Nicaea, where they changed the day of Saturday to Sunday for the day of worship, and they said that you were going to do it, and if you didn't, they coming through slicing and dicing, and they massacred millions of people, millions of Christians, original Christians, that knew that Saturday or the seventh day was the Sabbath, and that was the day to keep holy. Nevertheless, they changed it. They've been changing it, but not a recent papal has done this. So this guy over here that everybody loves, thinks charismatic, he kisses babies, he sits down, he takes counsel with the Islam faith and the Buddhist faith and the LGBT, and I mean, he takes up with everybody. This guy is inclusion all the way. Nevertheless, this guy decided to go into the book and change the Lord's Prayer. Just say, fuck it. I'm gonna change this right here. So nevertheless, he decided that to take out lead us not into temptation, and because the writer or the Most High misunderstood what he was writing or giving, and so the people have been perpetrating this over the years, being led into temptation. And we speak the King's English, and the Bible is translated in all languages. How can you not understand the writer saying, lead us not into temptation? Like, give me the will to abstain from temptation. This guy just completely said, I'm going to do away with that, and we're going to change it until it's kind of almost posed into a question of why lead us into temptation. And it has many different variables to it when you really break it down, if you're looking at it deep and not just on the surface. Like, these people are wicked. You know what I'm saying? Future has a song out where he says, wicked, 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 wicked. These motherfuckers wicked, okay? And if you don't wake up and if you don't pay attention, you'll be cast into that snare. You watching the Dark One. I am your host, Brother Tank Lewis. We're here on the Shabbat Eve, and we're talking about the Pope, the church, the Mother Church, whom most get their instruction from, taking communion and going on this day and this, that, and the other. How can you, when it says to not add or take away from this word, how can you, being that you feel that you're God on earth, because that's basically what the pontiff translates into, I'm God on earth, and is he a God? I don't know. I believe there are many gods, but I believe there's only one. You know what I'm saying? And he says, it says, don't put another before me. Meaning that he knows that people are going to worship and go to and fro and listen to all type of shit. At the end of the day, put me first and you'll be fine. You're listening to the Dark One. This is all information. Information is power. This is the name of this podcast. Hit us up, man. Find us on YouTube. We're on Facebook. I'm under Alan Lewis, AlanLewis. Hit us up, man. Hit me in my email if you want to share something. We are here. We are here for open discussion and not just talk, but we want to receive too. But make sure you come and correct when you come, because if I hear bullshit, I'm going to shut it down. You watching the Dark One. This is another podcast. Thank the Most High for another one. We'll be posting. We haven't forgot about you guys with your President Donald Trump. He's just sitting right now and celebrating D-Day over there with the Queen and all that shit. We're coming live with that man. We're gonna be here in a couple weeks. Give us a moment. We're getting some things together so the next time we come, the sound can be better, the quality of the picture can be better. This is going to be a movement. This is a movement. You are watching The Dark One. I am your host, Brother Tank Lewis. If you need to hit me up on my email, it's lewisallen1980@gmail. Hit us up. Give us questions, concerns, comments. Find us on YouTube. Click the subscribe button. Click that bell for the notification. And, man, get with us. We here. The gods are here. We're here. And there's other brothers that's out here and sisters giving this information, man. It's just a matter of seeking, and you're going to find, knocking, and the door going to be open for you. This is Brother Tank Lewis, man. Thanks for another edition of Information is Power. And we're going to get with y'all, man. We're going to see y'all on the other side. Holla.